Come forth.
I thought you'd never ask, Night Walker. Your Highness, please remain where you are and do not try to intervene. I don't want you getting hurt.
The only one of us that would hurt the princeling is you, sir. The poor boy was pale as a stone as he watched you bludgeon my pupil to death with your own head.
He's pale as a stone because you've been routinely draining his blood. I can see it in his eyes. You've been nothing but cruel to my lord. Yet you stand there and try to paint me as a threat to his well-being. Not only are you a monster, but a coward as well. You are truly sickening. But you may yet be redeemed. Judgment comes, Vexatio.
Wow. You actually called me by my name, rather than an insult. I'm completely flattered to have finally earned your respect. Though perhaps not enough to think me formidable within a blade's range. What, you thought I was all flash and magic? My saber has felled countless foes, and you will be just another...
Shut up and fight.
All right, beef brains. Not bad. But I'll bleed you dry for that, you know.
Just try it.
Looks like first blood is mine, Sir Knight. Stop that.
I would, it's just you keep opening your mouth. I can't help it.
Why, you trifling little... Burn, dog.
Fight like a warrior, coward.
I'm surprised you were able to deflect my fire bolts. You've got quite the keen eye for it. All right, that's it. I don't understand what the prince sees in you, Sir Knight. Such a feeble mind, so limited in your awareness. But you were never meant to question, were you? Only to condemn and to comply. You may be a worthy tool, Knight, but you're still only a tool. Perhaps your mind is so useless that you could serve His Highness better without it. Maybe, after I've made my ascension as Master Vampire, I will take it away from you. What would you say to that, Prince? Prince, what are you doing? That's my prized bust of Saint Katerina. What are you... don't you dare. Boy! What have you done? I told you that was priceless, you little...
Down on your knees, unholy one.
No. That relic... It can't be.
Kneel before the light!
My love! I mean, my lord! Your Highness. Your Highness. Are you all right? Are you injured? Do you need water? Here, have my water skin, my lord. Oh, goodness, slow down, Hawthorne. Are you hurt, Prince? Really? Well, we can have a closer look at you after we get out of here, my lord. Heavens, I'm so happy to see you alive, Your Highness.
It took us far too long to find this place, and there were times when my hope had all but suffocated in the silence of your absence, my lord. But as soon as our scouts picked up wind of this location, we were on the trail not 20 minutes later, my lord. And now, you're finally safe. And Vexatio, that loathsome coward, is no more. That's right. I had nearly forgotten. I know you must be eager to leave this place, my prince, but there is something I must first do. Please excuse me, your highness. This shan't take but a moment. Helio, Holy Father, beseech thee now, look upon my deeds, and know that my oath to you is fulfilled. The vampire Vexatio lies dead, smited in thy name. I offer my sincerest praise and gratitude for keeping my beloved prince safe in the time it took me to discover the foe in hiding. I'm not sure I could have carried on without him. But now that His Highness is safe, his light can continue to shine where darkness dwells, and bring warmth to those shunned by the chills of Vexatio's despicable deeds. With the guidance of thy light, we live on in glory. Light be with us all.
Noble Sir Knight, I see thy deeds. Thy quest is complete, and thou hast fulfilled thy sacred oath. Thou hast earned my blessing, brave Sir Knight. And thou, noble young prince, my blessing is thine also. Go forth, worthy mortals, and beest renewed in the sunshine of thy freedom.
Well, that was incredible. I feel so empowered, rejuvenated even. You feel it too, my lord? The God King's blessing. What a boon to receive. I could be a paladin, you know. Perhaps I shall swear myself to the God of Light in earnest. But later. First, let's reconvene with the other knights. We'll sweep the remainder of this vile vampire lair for any other survivors in need of rescue. And then we'll burn this place to the ground and return what they've stolen from the Great Mother. But I'm sure you don't relish idling in this place, Your Highness. So I'll have the others take care of all that while I escort you back to the castle. Does that suit you, my lord? Very good. Let's get you home, my prince. My lord? I thought I might find you here, Prince. Are you feeling all right? That's good to hear, my lord. You're looking much better, if I might say so, Your Highness. What? What are you smiling at, Prince? No, my lord, you smiled first. I'm smiling because you're smiling. And it's a very happy thing to see. Your smile, my prince. It's infectious. And rather intoxicating, I would add. But I'd like to know why you smiled first, my lord. You think I'm being too formal? With you, my lord? I cry your mercy, sir. But not only are you my prince, but you are also the king's sole heir. And I am your loyal knight, sworn to serve you by blade and blood. How can I not express my reverence for you at every given opportunity? I'm more than that to you? You really mean it? Heavens, I don't know what to say. I know we've gotten much closer in recent times, before your kidnapping at least. I wasn't exactly sure where I stood with you in that time. I don't want to confuse you. It was the happiest time of my life, but it seemed all too good to be true, like a dream made real that I could hold in my arms. And then you were stolen away from me by that awful monster. Forgive me, my lord. I still have not fully reconciled my hatred, even now that he's gone. I can only pray that he is lost to the 9 layers below, paying for his crimes amidst a raging inferno of punishment. The thought alone brings me solace enough, I suppose. But even more so, seeing your safe return to the castle, to your home, to me. That is all I could have ever wished for, and more. And to hear those words coming from you, my lord, my precious, darling prince, I could die happier than a giggling infant, here and now. I love you so very much, my prince. I've always loved you. And it took having you taken away from me to make me realize that. I'm sorry I'm such a lummox, Your Highness. I hope one day you'll forgive me for allowing all this to happen to you. It was me who led you out of town that night, after all, and if only I had... I love you too, my prince. I love you. I love you. I love you. I can't believe I get to tell you that, much less to hear it right back. I'll never tire of saying it, just so you know, prince. You'll be reminded at every turn how much I love you, my love. I have something for you, Prince. Yes, a gift. Admittedly, in my haste, I didn't have time to wrap it, so I just hid it behind this pillar before I approached. Have a look at this, Your Highness. Apologies. Have a look at this, my love. I actually put the order in for it shortly before the festival. I thought you should have a proper blade, my prince, one that suits your wits as well as your stature. It was only just completed earlier this afternoon, hence my rather unceremonious presentation here. You really like it? I'm so glad. My first thought was a thrusting sword, but I wanted you to have something that you could slash with as well as pierce, so this was the blacksmith's solution. It should feel nice and light, but still offer some oomph if you prefer to add a little strength to your swings. Go on, Prince. Try it on. See if the balance suits you well. Goodness, Prince. Forgive me for staring, but you look so handsome and heroic.
Truly, the fairest and deadliest prince in all Ordania. I'm serious, my lord. You look so dashing with that sword, I could kiss you. You want me to? Very well. I accept this quest, my dear. Heavens, what a lucky man I am. Here now, let me show you how to wield this weapon, my love. Yes, you're doing it wrong. Well, it's not wrong, it's just not the ideal grip. If I might take your hand. Yes, thank you, Prince. Now, you want to hold it right here, right where you can feel the guard against the top of your hand. Yes, just so. This is your anchor. You want your dominant hand here at all times. Now, your other hand, if you please. No, you don't have to grip with two hands if it doesn't suit you, but let me show you anyway. Here. Your non-dominant hand should go right over the pommel, this bulbous bit at the end of the handle. When you're slashing with a two-handed grip, it's best to hold it this way to get the most power out of your attacks. It's also ideal for thrusting attacks for the same reason, though you could slide your lower hand further up for some added precision as well. But with swings, you'll always want to have your hands as far apart as possible. In the case of swords, anyway. So, now that we've got a good grip, it's time to talk about stances. When you're in a fight, you always want to be facing your opponent, and you want to be holding your weapon in a place that it can easily defend you if you're attacked. There are many different stances, and some are more favorable for attacking rather than defending. We'll start with an easy stance that provides a little of both. Once again, I'll guide your hands. Like this. Blade extended straight out from your chest, tilted slightly upward. Good. Now, just widen your feet a bit. Excellent. This is a fairly neutral stance that allows you to keep your opponent at length as well as guard against attacks from any direction. If you're ever assailed by an aggressor, my lord, you should ready yourself like this as quickly as possible. If you can assume a stance before they come within range, you've already given yourself a significant advantage in surviving a close-quarters fight. Now, let's... Prince? Are you getting distracted? No, it's all right, my dear. Let us reconvene for a proper lesson later. You've only been home for a few days. You should be able to relax and ease yourself back into daily life. I did not mean to overwhelm you, my love. If you're sure, that makes me feel better. I just wanted you to have the basics, darling. I don't want you to leave me ever again. It was a despair I was not prepared to know, love. And to live it again would be a fate worse than death. So allow me to impose a singular, selfish request upon you, your most adorable highness. If you ever encounter another villain like Vexatio, and you cannot run, please fight. I will be by your side as often as you command, dearest. But in case the worst happens, and I cannot be there to protect you, please fight your hardest to survive. You are much more capable than you seem to think, my love. Thank you, dear. And I promise to stay with you, always, as long as you would have me. Forgive me for being so dire, my lovely lord. I just need you to know how much I care for you, how important you are to me, to everyone. Please,
Never forget that. I'll always support you in all that you do, Prince. Come hell, high water, flaming skies, boiling seas, crumbling mountains, it doesn't matter. You're my prince. And I am your knight, your protector, your most adoring companion. And I will guard you and your family until the end of my days. You said, our family? Is that what you want? You and me, with our own family. Yes, I would like that very much. I love you, Your Highness. My love. And this moment, right now, with you, this is the single happiest moment of my life.